And good morning, everyone. Happy holidays. Mike K. Cook, Lisa Williams here on AM 800. And we've been looking back on the year over the last few days. And one of our favorite guests over the years, we love following her career. We love playing her music, is Christee Palace, who has been on our radar for a long time with her music. Real name, can we reveal her real name? Christee Palazzolo of the famous Palazzolo clan here in Windsor, Essex. Her dad, Pete, is blowing up on TikTok. We'll talk about that. And Christee Palace joining us now. And good morning, Christee. Happy holidays. You are so busy. It's unbelievable. I don't know how you do it.
Oh, goodness. Well, you know what? I don't know how you guys do it either.
Well, there's that.
Yeah, all relative, I guess, right?
But your career, it looks like it's heading in the right direction and going where you want it to go. Maybe taking a little, few twists along the way. As Mike mentioned, you come from a musical family, and every time we talk to you on our program, we mention your dad and the Palazzolo family and how, you were destined to be in music, whether you liked it or not, it seems, right?
Yeah, it definitely just kind of happened. It wasn't really something that was forced upon me. I think I was just kind of inspired to go into it, and it became an outlet for me when I was super, super young. So it's just been something that I've known my whole life, and it's how it worked out. So,
but I do remember. Sorry, Mike.
Go ahead, Lisa.
I do remember at one point you saying to us, and I think your dad said to us too, that he didn't want you to pursue this career the way you were doing it. He thought, maybe do it as a side hustle or whatever, kind of like your dad does. But, he didn't really want you to kind of go all in. And he seemed to fight you on it a little bit until he realized, well, you know what, she's got something going on.
Yeah, you know what, I think just because my dad had pursued it for so many years, I think he got to see a side of the industry that isn't so glamorous, right? And I think a lot of times the career can seem, super intriguing, and it seems all like glitz and glamour. But when you go after it, it really is not for the faint of heart. That's for sure. You really have to have thick skin doing this kind of career, and I think he knew that. So it's tough going into it, but I don't know, when it's your passion, you always find your way back to it. And I think he saw that. That's what I wanted to do. And you can't really hold back at this point, right? You only get one chance to go after your dream and do what you love to do. If it doesn't pan out, you're always going to end up doing something that you love, something that's relevant to what you want to do. And I think he knew that. So he's supportive now.
So. That's good. Christee Palace joining us, singer-songwriter from Windsor here on AM 800. Mike K. Cook and Lisa Williams with you. Happy holidays, everyone. Now, okay, so you come from this family, Christee, of, all these talented people, musicians, and there's singers. And how much of it is hereditary, the talent you have, and a lot of people in your family have, and your ability to sing and entertain and, just kind of have this presence right on camera or whatever, and how much of it is worked on, taught, crafted over the years?
Oh, goodness. Well, I mean, that's such an interesting question, because I think a lot of people look at my family and they say, oh, it runs in the family. But when you go back down the line and you even talk to my dad or my uncles or anyone who started in music first, none of them, it's not like they just happened upon it. It's something that they went into and they worked really hard at and ended up making a career out of it. And that's sort of what happened with my dad too. Like, that's not what he initially wanted to do. I think he wanted to be a hockey player years and years ago. So
he's got good hair for it.
He does, yeah. Great helmet hair. So yeah, I mean, I think a little part of it is just, being in that environment. And when I was growing up, like I said, it was just normal to me. It was always there. So I think a little part of it just, I don't know if hereditary is the right word to use, but certainly it was the inspiration for me getting started. But you have to work hard at it, at anything. It doesn't matter what it is. Like, you can be natural at something, but you have to work hard at anything in your life, right? If you want to make a career out of it. So maybe a little bit of both.
I think that's right because,
Yeah.
like, I can't sing. Like, you've heard me sing before. Lisa, I've invited myself to do a duet with Christy. That has not happened so far. But like, it doesn't matter how much
Smart
I
girl.
would practice and take singing lessons, I would never be a great singer. You know what I mean? But I think when you have the talent and then you do the work and take the lessons and do all the hard work that there is, you can go from being like natural ability to being, the next level.
That's right. But I think no matter what your level is, I think it's important to remember that you can start and do anything you want to do. You have to work really hard. That's just it. You can have someone that's super, super talented, all the talent in the world, super natural at it. But if you don't work hard, it doesn't matter, right? At this point, especially in this type of career, like you need to be willing to put in the work. So that's the most important thing to remember with anything that you want to do. Just got to work
Yeah.
hard.
Yeah, I would agree. I would agree. Okay, so let's talk about where you are today in your career. So, talk about the last year and what has developed for you and what you're most excited about.
Well, you know what? I think a lot of musicians, artists, bands, we're all just kind of getting back into our career because I think a lot of us, just from COVID and the effects of all of that, much like everybody else, we're just trying to pave our way again, right, and figure out a way to continue on. But really, this last year has just been planning for this up and coming year, writing a lot of new music. I am working with a new producer now, female producer, which I'm super, super excited about. She's wonderful. And she's working with a lot of incredible artists in the city right now. So that's definitely new for me, just a fresh new perspective. And I think it's really showing in the music that I'm writing now. So I'm very excited about that. But I've also I've started auditioning and doing some acting gigs as well, which has been super cool. Just another avenue and another I guess way to get to where I want to go, and that has been super fun, super exciting, and just pursuing another one of my passions and talents, and that's been great. So this upcoming year is going to be awesome, just with a lot of new music, a lot of auditions and stuff. So it's really cool. I'm just excited. I'm in a good place, and I'm loving it here still. So it's really good.
That's great. I mean, it's exciting to follow this. ChristeePalace.com is Christy's website. If you want to check out everything she's up to or follow her on social media, you can find it at ChristeePalace.com. Mike and Lisa here on AM 800. Now, the acting thing that you're getting into and doing and stuff like that, I mean, that's got to be very similar to the music business where you're trying to get your songs on the radio and trying to get your videos out there and stuff like that. I mean, to audition for a role in a movie or a TV show, I mean, that's got to be very similar to trying to get your name out there as a musician and trying to get your name out there as an actress now.
Yeah, certainly not choosing the easy path in life. That's for sure. It doesn't matter to me. I just, like I said, I'm a strong believer in the fact that you really only have one chance to do what you want to do. And for me, however it pans out, it is what it is. But I'm here and I'm putting in the work and I'm doing it. And I love it. Like, acting for me, it comes pretty naturally. Like I did acting a lot throughout my earlier years. I did a lot of like music theater productions, and I even did it a little bit in university as well. So it comes pretty natural to me. So it's kind of like an easy avenue for me anyway, and I really enjoy it. So it's been paying off so far. So we're just gonna keep on going, and whatever happens, happens. But music is always the number one thing, and that's where I'm hoping all of these, new paths will lead to. And, every new opportunity, you just take it and you roll with it and see what happens.
Yeah, I think you have to do that, and I love your attitude. I think it's great. And when you're younger, you can afford to do that, to chase those dreams, to sacrifice one thing for another, perhaps. And it seems to really be paying off for you, which is awesome, which is the bonus, I guess. But how much social media does social media play a part in what you do in getting your name out there?
It's everything.
Is that right?
Yeah, I feel like, there's a lot of artists just in general that they're really strongly against social media, and I understand it to an extent. I think just the introduction of social media in this world now, especially with music, it's tough, but that's really the only sure way of getting yourself out there. You have to just, connect to people and put yourself out there every single day. And why wouldn't you? It's a free and amazing tool to use as an artist. So no matter what you're doing, whether you're an actress, a singer, songwriter, whatever it is, it's the best way, right? You can post stuff every single day, and just get new eyes on you every time. So I think it's a really wonderful tool to use.
Absolutely. Christee Palace with us, singer, songwriter. We can add actress/actress on there as well. Joining us here on AM 800, Mike and Lisa with you. I hope you're enjoying your holidays. And people in the music business like this, Christee, in trying to get your music out there, whether it's on Spotify or YouTube or TikTok, a lot of big songs have started there now. How important is it to start, like, say, trending on social media with a song as opposed to like getting your song on like traditional radio?
I think it's just the way that the industry has shifted. I think radio is still super important. People are still listening for sure, but I would definitely say that social media is it's the biggest platform for any artist. But especially musicians, it's so easy, right? You throw your music on in the background, and like I said, you get new eyes and ears on a video every day. So you just have to stay on top of it. But I think, if you're fortunate enough to do both, then absolutely, right? Like whatever avenue you can take to get yourself out there, do it. But I think, social media it's a huge way of getting yourself out there, especially when things can get super costly as a musician. We all know the struggling artist,
Yeah, right.
But it's, there's a lot of really, really smart ways of getting yourself out there through social media. So I'm definitely, I know for me over the last few years, like I've definitely really tried to put myself out there through those platforms, and it's paying off for my dad a little more than me, but
well, tell us about that. What's happening with your dad? He discovered TikTok?
Yeah, Pete Palazzolo from the band London.
Back in the day.
Yeah, back in, was that like all the way back, Lisa, in the Kennedy days when you were in high school with Pete?
Mm-hmm. So what happened?
Oh, my dad. Well, listen, my dad's incredible. Whatever happens with him, I will just, ride the wave with him. So he can just take me along with him. No, my dad is incredible. And for those that don't know, he's been putting out a lot of classic rock covers over the last couple of years on YouTube. He completely recreates the whole song, produces it himself, plays all the instruments, and then he sings and records himself doing all these covers. So he, as of recently, I think just this past year, he's been posting little like snippets of the covers up on TikTok, and it's doing very well. So he's started blowing up, and I'm still slugging away on.
Wow, that's hilarious.
Yeah, and he's just, he's just taken off without me.
Now, did you tell him to do that? Like, Dad, these are really good. You should post them on TikTok. And did he say what's TikTok?
Precisely. You know what? It was actually, I think it was my brother that initially said it to him, because my brother and I have actually, my brother's a hockey trainer, and he's doing things his own way. He's amazing. But he is using TikTok as a tool as well to get himself out there, and he's got a really good strategy and knows what to do and how to use it. And so both of us were kind of, like, Dad, come on, get yourself out there, But I think my brother gave him the push to do it and said, I'll help you. I'll literally post your videos for you if you want, because my dad had no interest in doing that. So that's kind of how it got started. And then it started blowing up. Like, his videos were doing super, super well. And wow. I don't know how many followers he has now, but
I'm on it right now. He almost has 44,000 followers.
Yeah,
on TikTok.
All right, Dad. Yeah, he's just okay. Take it away, Dad.
Yeah, see,
No.
like he's posted like "Hooked on a Feeling" by his remake of that. Jungle Love, Steve Miller looks like the latest one. Head Over Heels, Tears for Fears.
I think that one did the best. He's incredible. He deserves all of it. He deserves
He does.
Oh.
Yeah.
whatever recognition he gets because he works so hard and he is so talented. Like everything that you see in these videos, it's all him, right? He does everything himself. So he deserves it. I don't care, whatever age you
Well,
are, and take it away.
You deserve
amazing.
it too, Christee. You've worked so hard, and it's so fun for us to follow your career and see where you're going, and we can't wait to check in with you again in 2023 and see what's happening for you then. Thanks for always being available for us, and don't forget us, right?
Yeah, when you're all big and famous and whatever,
I've been chatting with you guys now for probably since I was in high school. So I mean, for me, you guys, you're like family to me. I love coming back and chatting with you guys. You're amazing, and I appreciate the support that you've shown me over the years with my career. Constantly, you guys are always like plugging my music and talking about me, and it makes all the difference, for artists, and I appreciate it so much. So thank you.
You're welcome, and thanks for saying that. That's very nice. Before I let you go, who's your favorite band, singer, artist of all time? Taking family members out. No Pete Palazzolo from the band London, anybody like that, but like, the one that had a huge influence on you.
Avril Lavigne.
Mm.
Everybody, anyone that is in my close circle knows this. Maybe even people outside of that circle now, because I advertise that pretty often. Avril was the reason I started writing songs in the first place. So I have a ton of influences, and there's so many artists and bands that inspire me, and they always have. But she's the reason I started. So for me, I'll just be like a diehard Avril fan.
Amazing.
That's that. Yep.
Amazing. Well, hopefully one day you get to sit down with her and share some stories and maybe collaborate. Wouldn't that be amazing?
Oh, amazing for sure.
Awesome.
Best of luck, Christee.
Yeah, thanks, Christee. Have a great holiday and best of luck next year.
You too. Happy holidays, you guys. Thank you.
Christee Palace.